It's 11. You already know, 1 1. And throughout the day, you're going to be catching all types of spirits. You're going to be catching all types of substances from your external reality. Now, what we need to understand is since we are inside of a big ass space, what people may refer to as the universe or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? There's so many spaces within that space that based on where we are in this three-dimensional reality, we're going to be catching spirits and stuff like that. Now, what do I mean by that, right? Let's say, for example, you're at your workplace. Now, that's a space in many spaces. You could have went to the strip club. You could have went to the bank. You could have went to your girl's house. You could have went to a lot of places, right? Now, let's say, for example, you're at the hospital or you're at work. Now, when you're at the hospital, you're going to be catching the thoughts and feelings that other people around you are emanating and stuff like that. Now, the hospital is a place that is concentrated of a group of people that are probably afraid, scared, worried that something might go wrong with their health and stuff like that, that are nervous and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not dealing with their sixth health properly. They schedules and routines so they can update and maintain their health and stuff like that, aka Virgo and shit like that. So when you're in that space, you might be catching a lot of feelings and thoughts of fear, worry, being scared and stuff like that. Because people in the hospital could potentially transition, and since a lot of humans are unaware of what reality actually is, that we just die and get born again in another location, in another body and stuff like that, they create this fear energy. And when you're in the space at the hospital, you might catch a lot of spirits, aka a lot of thoughts and feelings that are related to that ray of fear and shit like that, right? But it's basically us catching spirits from other people, down to even us being at our workplace, and we might not even like being there. And a lot of people at work don't even like to be there, so automatically develop frustrations, being pissed off. And as much as people try to appear to be happy and excited or whatever like that, because people really be fronting and stuff like that, you can't really fake it, because you could read people's energy at the end of the day. So when you operating in spaces around people like that don't really got a purpose, that are not really enjoying their life and stuff like that, when you're around that environment, you're going to be receiving those thoughts and feelings as well. Because just when you look someone in the eye, or when you just spend when you're in the same proximity, in the same space as someone else, you're going to find yourself just channeling their energy, and they can be channeling your energy. Now, you might be a bigger spirit, a more aware spirit, and you might still be on your spiritual development journey. And just based on that, you might not necessarily be ready to overweigh the thoughts and feelings of the world, or the thoughts and feelings of your environment, and the thoughts and feelings of your environment overweigh you, and that might lead to you developing that substance, that energy, that spirit, catching that spirit, and playing that spirit out through other, parts of your day and shit like that, right? So, for example, let's say you got a very angry father, some father that disapproves of your action. Now, just that mere fact that he dislikes you, he don't like you and stuff like that, or whatever, your family or whatever like that, you might catch that spirit, and you might walk around with that thought form on your mind throughout the day, and that thought form might be getting ready to generate some actions, some reactions that are non-balanced, and might even throw you off further during that day, all because you were spending time in spaces that we really shouldn't be spending time into. But we gotta understand that the world is ran by these fucking masons that build the world subconsciously, so we live out our conscious reality, not questioning the subconscious programming behind everything else. Nevertheless, even questioning these spirits, these thoughts and things that we'll be catching, because a lot of this stuff might be so deeply embedded in us that we actually think that this is the norm. We think it's the norm for us to follow our boss at work. But who said that you can't create a new reality where your boss listen to you? Because your boss low-key know that, you wiser than them. But depending on how egotistical they are, they might still choose to look at you like, oh, nah, I'm the manager. This person is my employee. But there's so many possibilities in reality where you can kind of show them that you're the bigger spirit, and they won't fuck with you. Because at the end of the day, people don't want to look stupid. People don't want to be embarrassed. So if people can avoid that outcome, people will fucking would. So it's that type of shit. So, keep in mind, man, throughout the day, you're going to be catching all types of thoughts, all types of feelings. Because when you're walking outside, you're literally walking into a ritual. You're literally walking into a spell. Since this clock, that is the clock of life, the circle of life, is being controlled and managed by these masons and shit like that, right when we wake up, you might just look at your phone and go on TikTok, and you might see fucking Gaza and Israel or whatever, and you might be like, oh man, the world's not a fair place. I can't make, life is not fair. Oh man, life is hard. Oh, I'm gonna be sad today. But see, you're gonna catch that feeling. Little do you know, that's the program they want you to catch. They want you to be scared. They want you to be angry. They want you to be pissed off. You're way more easily managed then. Because let's say you pissed off and so you get pulled over by the police and you already pissed off at the beginning because you caught some other thoughts and feelings in that beginning of that day. You know, another cop is looking at you like, you know, oh man, you know, give me your license, your registration. You might, depending on the circumstance, you know, you could be black, that, and you might think that you being, you know, prejudged or being, you know, some racism is being pointed towards you, and it really doesn't matter. Just the fact that you're thinking in that space, you're automatically going to create some victimizing situation, and you might just decide that, you know what, man, I'm going to stand up, I'm going to slam the door with, I'm going to slam the cop with my car door, hit him, and you know what I'm saying, I'm going to take his gun, black power, all types of dumb shit. You're getting ready to fucking die. You're getting ready to be fucking executed, especially if you're in fucking America, you know what I'm saying? They've been installing programs to get rid of the fucking, pilgrims and the Americanas and the motherfucking, you know, black indigenous people in America. If you didn't know that a lot of black people is indigenous to goddamn America and shit like that. Not me, you know, I'm from the east side of the world. I just happened to migrate to the west, and you know, I'm being privy to all these different programmings, but it's the same shit over there. Now I'm saying, like, in the Middle East, it could just be some thought like, you know, oh, you gotta submit to the Quran, you gotta submit to this bigger authority than you, and if you're lost in logic, in words, and you don't know what these words are actually pointing to, like if I tell you universe, you should know that when I say universe, I mean the overall space. Beyond that, you should know that the universe is just your own internal, this universe right here. Your whole body is a universe of thoughts and feelings and stuff like that, right? And we have a bunch of universes interacting and shit like that. So the schooling system is a little universe within this universe. The hospital is a universe within this universe. The church is a universe within this universe. All these things are just realms, the seven planets being manipulated and controlled, the houses being manipulated and controlled and stuff like that. And we perceiving them a certain way. So we playing out the version of reality that the Masons want us to play out, right? And we catch all these thoughts and feelings. We're not questioning any of our subconscious programming, and we just living throughout the day like, oh yeah, this is just life, and you know, this is what's supposed to happen, you know, down to even like the whole feminist versus men going their own way or red pill community, whatever the fuck. Quite frankly, I don't give a fuck about none of that dumb shit, because first of all, that paradigm don't even exist in my reality, and I operate outside of that paradigm, so I create way different results than that. But if I were to sit here, pay attention to that reality, catch those thoughts and feelings, let myself get programmed and shit like that, I would start to hallucinate that reality, because you would basically create a fucking optical illusion, and you would limit all possibilities from playing out in your life, so something new can happen, so you can be a new example about, you know, how to go about something or how to conduct something, like whether it's a relationship, or whether you know how you go about taking care of your family if you're choosing to have kids, or whether you know how you go about just dealing with people in your environment, whether you're at work or you know whether you're outside in your neighborhood and shit like that. So you know, yeah, be careful throughout your day, man, because you constantly catching these thoughts and feelings, and if you're not good at your esoteric kung fu, you're not good at mentally parrying, defense, and stuff like that, you don't got a good spiritual defense system, that means you so easily convinced by this realm, by this hallucination that we in and shit like that, yeah, you're gonna get manipulated in all types of ways. You're gonna get pulled into all types of possibilities. And a lot of these fights don't even be our fight. A lot of these fights be some shit that the Masons want us to fight. A lot of these fights is some shit that's getting ready to be fucking depopulation control. A lot of these fights be some divide and conquer shit, so we can fuck our own lives and grab the gun and shoot ourselves in the head. When I say shoot yourself in the head, it's just like that saying of, oh, you shot yourself in the foot. You fucked up. By what? Catching thoughts and feelings of the world and not being able to remain balanced mentally, create an equilibrium. Like right when that thought, that feeling enter your mind, and if it don't agree with your purpose or where you're going, because a lot of people say they want to be positive people. Not that should be a goal, right? Because you should use both negative and positive energy. I just recommend being balanced as much as possible, right? But let's say you want to be a positive person because you've been a negative person for so long, meaning you dwell on a lot of negative energy. You use your own speculative space to conjure up negativity, because that's not what the speculative space is for, right? The speculative space, the negative energy, the unknown, it's just there for us to create new light, new awareness out of the unknown, new possibilities and stuff like that, because that's what we're already doing and shit like that. Right? Oh, what was I saying? I had a point. I forgot about that. But yeah, I think for the most part, y'all understand what I'm coming from. But yeah, be careful with thoughts and feelings you catch from the world. Always program your day and always create your intention right when you fucking wake up. You create your reality, not these Masons, not the people at work, not your family. You don't know nobody, nothing. You create your reality through mental focus. Magic is mental fucking focus. Nothing less, nothing more. Real fucking shit. 11-1-1.